What's going on out here? We got Nicki snapping out on. She ain't even snap out. She crashed out. She completely crashed out. Let's see, chat. What's going on with Nicki Minaj? What's really going on with Nicki Minaj? We got Nicki over here. Let's see what's going on with her ex. Now this is Nicki's ex right here. Is this why he was trending the other day? I don't know. To God be the glory. It says Jay-Z is trending because the judge has granted Ramir a request to move forward with his case, and the judge has demanded Jay-Z to respond to Ramir's paternity lawsuit by July 18th. Jay-Z, oh man. So we've been hearing about this for years, though. We've been hearing about it. It's all been alleged, but we've been hearing about Jay-Z having a son out there for like a long time. Like this is like I was hearing about Jay-Z having another son back when I was in school. And they saying he could potentially have a son. Y'all dropping in the comments, let me know what y'all think about that. It say TSR fell for the plot. Nicki really baited them. I don't think y'all understand. It say Barbs, let's trend. Jay-Z again before I go to Twitch or Kick. Oh man. So she just went off. She just popped off on Jay-Z. I mean, Jay-Z been doing a lot of things that I know of in the game. That's kind of, interesting, but that's not here nor there. You get what I'm saying? When you're dealing with Nicki, she got her own fan base. She got her own Barbs, and they just, you know. It say being a bi man doesn't give any woman the right to S grind on or have S in front of you. I remember seeing someone grinding on their hairstylist and seemed so uncomfortable. Now, right here, I think she's talking about Megan Thee Stallion. This is a Megan Thee Stallion situation right here. For sure, for sure. Make sure I drop a like on this. But yeah, this is about Megan Thee Stallion. We're gonna talk about that in a second. But let's finish up about this Jay-Z and Desiree Perez situation. Now, right here, she reposted Pound Jay-Z, touch not the anointed. It didn't say touch not my informant and legal sharp. Now, it's been well documented that Desiree Perez is a rat, maybe the biggest rat that you can find in hip hop or all of entertainment, and that's Jay-Z's right hand man. So Jay-Z's right hand man is a rat. So that's just a fact. Nicki just going in on him. It said we've calculated about 100 to 200 million so far. Jay-Z called me to settle this karmic debt. It's only collecting more interest. You still in my top 5 though. Let's get it. Anyone still calling him Hove will answer to God for the blasphemy. I don't know. What do that? What do Hove meaning, man? Hove meaning. Meaning. Of Hove. Do Hove mean? I just want to say Hov. Full meaning of Hove. A roadside vehicle. A reference to Jehovah, one of God's names. Oh, so he basically saying he's God. So Jay-Z's name, Hove, is basically saying he's God. Okay. Now, also with this karmic debt that she talking about, what Nicki's actually alluding to, or what she said happened was, she was saying that she actually invested in Tidal, and when Jay-Z sold Tidal, he didn't give her any parts of the money that is sold for, or something to that degree, allegedly. And she said she still wanted her money. She said nobody actually got paid for the sale of Tidal, which is crazy. Make sure y'all drop a like on this. Let me know who in the building. But yeah, so which is crazy though. Like imagine Tidal. I think he sold Tidal. How much did Jay-Z sell Tidal for? Jay-Z sold Tidal for something crazy. And if you remember with Tidal, everybody had bought a piece of Tidal Like when all the celebrities came over the title, everybody got a piece, like some stock in title. Well, all the celebrities that bought the stock in title, when they sold title, they then turned around and said that they actually didn't get paid for the stocks that they bought in title. How much did Jay Z sell title for? Let's see. I'm not interested. All right. So it's saying Jay Z sold title for 302 million. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. So she's saying she never got paid for that. All right, let's keep going, y'all. It said, I'm going to use some of the money Jay Z owes me to send some of my barbs to college, pay their school fees and student loans via my Student of the Game charity. Depose Deseret. So right now she going in on Desiree Perez, calling her Deseret. I actually like that. This is Nicki. She a rapper, so she actually gonna call her what she want to call her. Yeah, right here she calling her Deseret, which is wild though. Which is super wild. And say, if you get a message to post hate or lies today on any platform, I advise you to say no. They won't cover your legal fees. Just today alone, we've added 5 blogs and 5 content creators. I hope you got a lot of money saved up. Hope it's worth losing everything, including your account. That's crazy. But actually, I'm kind of for that because Rock Nation do the same thing to everybody else. Let's talk about it. So yeah, like if you say anything about Rock Nation, they gonna try to send lawyers and cease and desist and all that stuff at you. So basically, what Nicki's saying is she got the right to speak on these people, and what alleged Rock Nation does, as soon as you speak on them, they gonna send a bunch of blogs and stuff like that. We seen that with TSR. The Shade Room. The Shade Room is actually compromised. The Shade Room might as well be called Rock Nation. The way that they only do certain things a certain way. But let's keep going. It says, laugh out loud. This isn't going to go the way they intended. Every time you try to get the attention on me for your own financial gain, it'll go back on the things you don't want it to. Oh, and there's a lot more. Trust, it's all fun and games until I want to play too. So she's saying where should she go? Kick or Twitch. Now I'm gonna tell you right now. I think Rock Nation is in bed with Twitch a little bit. So she's better off going to Kick, if you ask me. It say the judge granted a single deposition of Desiree Perez, but is limited to 3 hours within the next 2 weeks. Right now, is checking her calendar, but says she should be available, but will let the court know if she can't make it. So Desiree Perez is actually being subpoenaed to do a deposition by the courts. But from what I understand, she keeps pushing it back with her lawyers, trying not to do the deposition, which is crazy. Um, which is, what allegedly the same thing Jay Z is doing with this kid of his, um, where like the court dates just keep getting pushed back. I'm not saying it's his kid. I don't know, but and I got other opinions on these things. It's just we dealing with Rock Nation. They like to send subpoenas at people and stuff like that. So we gotta keep everything alleged while dealing with these people. So up here, Nicki going off saying, "Dear Jay Z and Deseret." Yo, that's crazy. Deseret is crazy. Deseret is crazy. Deseret is crazy. It's a Dear Jay Z and Deseret. You ruined hip hop. That's debatable. You ruined football. Mm, that's debatable. I don't really like the way they did football though. What Jay Z did with the football situation is it kind of let me know that like they're not really for black people. Just the way that they went about that. There was speculation that Jermaine Dupri actually wanted to do the football situation with the NFL, and Jay Z told him not to, and then Jay Z went and took the job. I don't know if that's true or not, but I do know the NFL was in deep waters with black people in general with the whole Colin Kaepernick situation. So they brought in Jay Z to kind of smooth it over. And not only that, not only did it go away, but Jay Z ended up just getting money from it, and black people still aren't spoken for in any way during that situation, which is crazy. So you ruined basketball. Now she might be talking more towards the simple fact that he has he has not only media companies, but Jay-Z works as an agent. Like he has Rock Nation also works as agents. So they kind of are building conglomerates in both of those situations. You ruin touring. Now this is my whole thing about what she's saying, you ruin touring. I do have an opinion on that. A lot of people don't understand. Shout out Miss J. These pushable court dates. Yes, yes, yes. Jay Z originally got subpoenaed to take this young man's DNA test back in 2011. He's been pushing it back ever since and trying to get rid of it. How do you get subpoenaed for a DNA test since 2011 and you've been pushing it back? I don't even know how you do that. Desiree Perez, she's been subpoenaed for a deposition with the situation with her daughter, and she's telling the court she's too busy. Like, let me go back. Listen to the way she's wording it. It kind of tells you the game she's been playing with the courts. But Desiree Perez is she's a very you know connected woman. I'll say that. You get what I'm saying? She's very connected. Where's that at? They say the judge granted a single deposition of Desiree Perez, meaning she has to do a deposition, but it is limited to 3 hours within the next 2 weeks. Okay, so this is like another deposition. So they're saying she has to do it within the next 2 weeks. Right now, she is checking her calendar, but says she should be available, but will let the court know if she can't make it. So what you think she gonna do at that deposition? She ain't gonna be able to make it. Let's keep going, y'all. Like that's loading. That's loading an answer. That's called loading an answer. Like I'm gonna answer you, but I'm gonna actually leave myself out also. Yeah, Jay-Z's been getting subpoenaed to take this DNA test for this young man since 2011, to my knowledge. So let's get back to this. It said Jay-Z actually ruined touring. I'm gonna say this about him ruining touring, and y'all gotta follow me on this, all right? A lot of people think Rock Nation is a management company or a label. Listen to me, y'all. It's neither one. It was always a front for Live Nation, Rock Nation, Live Nation. You always kind of put the two together, but you didn't know. You know what I'm saying? You gotta bring them both together all the way. Rock Nation is a subsidiary of Live Nation. Live Nation does the touring, and Rock Nation does the artists. So we already seeing a conflict of interest right there. You get what I'm saying? Y'all do the touring, y'all do the artists. Okay. What Live Nation did, and you actually can sit back and notice it now. It's in your city, wherever you're watching this from. I know it's happening in your city because I sat back and watched them do it. Live Nation went to each major city around the U.S. and somewhat around the world and bought up all the venues in every city. They own all the venues. So now you can't tour without going through Live Nation. You just can't do it. If you try to do it, artists have tried to do it and they got penalized by Rock Nation. You can't do it. So then they bring in, Live Nation brings in Rock Nation to then get the artists. That's why you'll see artists come through and they almost get streamlined directly into the stadiums. They get streamlined directly into the front of our eyeballs through Live Nation. So this is what she's saying by you ruin touring, because without, like, when you do touring like that, Jay-Z's gonna come up, but it's gonna ruin it for everybody else, because at that point there is no parity, there's no competition. That means there's only one person you can actually go through for touring. Look it up. Look at all your biggest artists. How are all of them going through Live Nation for touring? That doesn't even make sense, but they have to. Rock Nation is a subsidiary of Live Nation. I don't know if he ruined touring, but he didn't make it good for the next black man. Says you ruin Instagram, you ruin Twitter. The jig is up. I really don't know about those ones, but I know the situation with touring. A lot of people don't know that Rock Nation is a subsidiary of Live Nation. And if you just sit back and look at it, that's a conflict of interest. And yes, Jay-Z is going to come up off of it, but it kind of destroys it for every other artist coming behind them. All right. Her next tweet says, Jay-Z, you let Deseret do a lot of evil to black people and you stayed silent. We used to believe you. You went out sad, Jigga. This is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Deseret, did you get that 40 million? 55 and paying for bots. Oh, bot nation. Um she's not letting up. Now, I felt the same way because if you remember, this is in one of my previous uploads. Desiree Perez whole situation with her daughter, allegedly through her daughter, from what her daughter said. This is none of my words. This is in Nicki's words and now in her daughter's words. Her daughter said her mom didn't want her to be with her boyfriend because he's black. She continuously called him the N-word and she didn't like him because he was black. She calls her mom racist. She said she calls the boyfriend or the husband out of his name, calling him the N-word with the hard ER. The daughter said that the Desiree Perez don't like black people. But this is Jay-Z's right-hand man. She's a rat and she don't like black people. I don't know. But we gonna call a spade a spade. We ain't just gonna call Nicki crazy. We gonna be fair. We gonna be impartial. Cause I seen a couple reactors and I was like, y'all not even being fair to the situation. But you know your boy G, we gotta keep it G on my channel. Like we ain't gonna lie about it. So Nicki then posts, so let me get this straight. Y'all so-called black savior Jay-Z has a Hispanic CEO who was pardoned by President Trump. Don't forget, NBA YoungBoy just got pardoned by President Trump. And I'm gonna show you what he had to call his album since he got pardoned. Yeah, his album is called, what's it called? Yeah, I think it's called Massa. Yeah, his album is called Massa. And you know, NBA YoungBoy, he got the ears of the kids. And he got pardoned by President Trump so he can get back to having the ears of the kids. And his next album is called Massa, and he's going on the Massa tour. Y'all tell me what's going on. I don't know what's going on. But I think NBA YoungBoy is being used as a pawn to lead young males down a path of destruction. And he just got pardoned to get back to what he's supposed to be doing as he goes on the Massa tour after he got pardoned by Donald Trump. All right, I mean I don't know much. I'm just throwing it out there. Interesting. So does that mean Deseret isn't a Democrat? Black people, I thought y'all hate all Trump supporters. Wait, did Jay-Z ever campaign? Kamala. He's benefited so much from the party. When President Obama gave the speech about brothers, why didn't Jigga Man come out and strongly campaign for the Democratic Party at that time? Could it be that y'all have all been hoodwinked? Woo-wee. That was so kind of the President Trump, and that was so kind of President Obama to passionately go out and campaign. But what did Mr. Jigga Man do to help y'all win the election? He's above speaking out to help his party, or was it not his party? Is it just about who can benefit him and Deseret at the time? Oh, black people, it looks like the Jigga Man and Deseret played y'all once again. The jig is up. Oh man, it says Deseret, were you out marching with your fellow Mexican immigrants? Oh right, you were pardoned by President Trump, so you kind of can't, right? I mean, it kind of implies you guys are cool with him while y'all seem to pretend to be against him. Or are y'all not his friend either? Anyway, just like Diddy. I mean, if somebody pardoned me, we'd be friends for life. You've done so much evil to black people. Now you've turned your back on your own as well, it seems. Don't you guys over there keep black artists fighting while you sit back and benefit from both parties? If I had gotten a pardon from President Trump, imagine the uproar. Yet the Rock Nation CEO does it, and yup, you guessed it, silence. Black people, until you speak on this, you can never, ever. I wonder how Deseret thanked President Trump for that kind gesture. Got a Hispanic woman allegedly calling her son-in-law a Nigger. Like I said, and this Jay-Z right-hand man under the protection of y'all so-called black savior while y'all sat around making them rich. That's your man, Jay-Z. So how come you ain't saying nothing to her? She using a hard ER. She don't like black people, right? Yeah, Miss J. It's called the Massa album. He came out with this album after he got pardoned by President Trump. He got to get back to his work on our on the black kids. Let's keep going. Jay came out to perform recently once that legal stuff started. You see? Yeah, it say Jay came out to perform once that legal stuff started coming out when Obama was pleading for brothers to vote for Kamala. The richest of and most influential black rapper was nowhere to be found. Maybe I'm forgetting. I don't know. Did he say even one word? It seemed like an urgent request by the tone of Obama's speech. Yet brother billionaire never got in the field for y'all, huh? When y'all needed him the most after all that money he made off the Democratic Party. Yeah, I didn't see him out there standing with Kamala. Come to think about it, he never said anything about Kamala. And he definitely benefited from Obama. So did he maybe he went from Democrat and now he a Republican? Or maybe he gotta be a Republican because his racist CEO partner just got pardoned by Trump. I don't know what's going on. I mean, alleged racist. I don't know. It's alleged. It's all alleged. And say, guess who just got a brand new weird case? I guess she's about to learn the law now. And right here, I think she talking about the Megan Thee Stallion situation. Megan Thee Stallion got a real weird case right now. A really weird case. Nicki said, I hope the money stolen from my tour was hidden really well. I'd hate for there to be money laundering, embezzlement. She probably had to go on tour with Rock Nation. Like she right at everybody right now. But honestly, like they trying to paint her as like crazy. She's not lying. She's just telling her truth. She ain't going for it. And honestly, she got more balls than most of the men in the game right now. We gonna keep it all the way a bean. She got more balls than most of the men in the rap game. Because this is all the truth and this is what's been happening. You know, I study the game and I just been sitting back watching. But this is really what's been going on in the game. She's not lying about really nothing so far. It say thank you to all the judges and lawyers who have helped my family and me. God bless you for doing what you could to protect my son. I won't forget. Thank you to everyone at Republic for being amazing to me and helping me to get back in the studio for Pink Friday 2. She about to step on Jay-Z and drop an album, huh? United Justice Coalition. Now it say, let's not forget who sits on the United Justice Coalition Advisory Board. Jay-Z, head of Rock Nation, Desiree Perez, the CEO, Alex Spiro, a self-described crisis control expert. Then there's Tamika and Charlemagne of the Breakfast Club shows. Clear bias whenever Rock Nation artists or topics come up, which explains why he pushes one-sided narratives. So hold up, is Charlemagne the God on this? With connections like these, it's no surprise people question how much influence they have over the justice system and media stories. Now, this is one of the, if not the best lawyers or attorneys in America, which is crazy. And they are on the same team. Hold on, let me see. United Justice Coalition. So this is the United Justice Coalition. We got Gail King, Charlemagne the God, Jay-Z, Desiree Perez, Alex Spiro, the best attorney in the U.S. Yeah, that's a strong cast of people. I don't know. That's a lot of control in the world right now. Yeah. So Nicki basically been calling them out, going off on them, and we're gonna look at a little situation with my man Flacco because